Ooh. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking a look at the new JUVIA'S Place Warrior palette. It is called The Warrior by JUVIA'S. I didn't even open the box yet. I didn't do anything yet. I also managed to pick up their festival palette. If you want, I could do a separate video on this. Maybe we could quickly take a look at it in this video. Before we roll in, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Click that notification bell so you are alerted of new uploads. Without further ado, if you want to see how the Warrior by JUVIA'S Place performs, swatches, and looks on my eyeballs, then keep on watching. Funny story about this palette. When I saw on Trendmood that it was live and ready to buy from the JUVIA'S website, I don't know, I had this overwhelming wash of FOMO. I already saw what it looked like. It was neutral, it was beautiful, and then I was like, went on the website, put it in my cart, arranging my payment information. Just as I was about to check out, I'm sorry, but there have been adjustments made to your cart. Sold out. Sold out from nowhere. I was devastated. At first I didn't really want it, and I wanted it, and now I'm just like depressed that I missed out on the Warrior. Drama of it all. I made sure to put in my email to be notified of the next restock, and the next restock was the next day. I received an email next day that it was restocked, purchased it, received it within a few days time. So I'll put all the shipping details down below, but from off the top of my head, I think shipping was $6, and it was really well packaged. Each palette comes in its own bubble sleeve with their cardboard box, but the boxes themselves are wrapped in that sheet foam, as well as some foam peanuts. Is that what they're called? It looked like it was well protected, so travel was not going to wreak havoc on these babies. But again, it comes in its own plastic sleeve, which I always end up saving because when I travel and want to bring one of these palettes, I find these are very helpful just as a precautionary measure. This retails for $21, and it is currently still sold out. Maybe you won't be interested in it. Maybe you'll hate it. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I'm very excited to dip in. Let's take a look. Oh, these are neutral. There's nothing new here, but just the color arrangement and the presentation. I mean, the cover is gorgeous and just reminds me of, you know, the inside has this beautiful print and it's gold metallic, and then you have your shadows. You know what I thought about the second I saw this palette, and I know you're thinking the same. You're dang right we're doing comparison swatches. I think this sold out because it's eye friendly. There's no crazy colors in here because you know how crazy Juvia can get with the shades. And just to take out the festival palette, not as friendly in terms of what I look to do. I think it's fun, and I would totally kill this because you know I love color, and I could certainly create an eye look from this, whether it be super fun or daily friendly. The only other neutral palette they have is the Nubian, which is a lot smaller. This contains 12 shadows instead of 9. You have your mattes here on, well actually you have 2 mattes here, and you have some mattes here, and the rest are shimmers and metallics. Here is the Nubian and Warrior side by side. The Warrior definitely has more brown shades, and the Nubian has some brick red tones in here that you could definitely warm it up with. This is a cruelty-free product, designed and formulated in the USA, but it is manufactured in China. Even though it's not sold in China, that's what makes it void of animal testing. But many feel very strongly about the rules and regulations not being as strict in China when it comes to ingredients and manufacturing. That's another conversation, another video. We could look further into that, but these are just the details. It is a 12-month expiration date. The total net weight is 32.4 grams or 1.14 ounces. 9 shadows for 21 bucks, not bad. Definitely you get more than what you get in Miss Pat McGrath. But we're gonna see how that fares out later. Let's quickly get through the swatches. We'll start applying, do the comparison swatches, and then we'll wrap it up. Amina, Idia, oh my god, Mino. I don't know what it is about these shimmers and metallics. Dude, these are creamy. I'm excited. Ahosi, Moremi, oh jeez, and Kano. Dahomey, Bakwa, and Benin. Oh, here are all the swatches of the palette. I know you're excited. Me too! All products that I applied to my face will be listed down below. Eyebrows are done. Lids are prepped with some concealer and powder. And you know what time it is. Just so there aren't any distractions, I'm gonna clip these curlies back. First shade we'll go in is the matte beige shade. There are just 3 mattes in here. You have this light beige shade, the very warm caramel shade, and the very deep brown. It's the beige shade to set the brow bone area or any stickiness that might linger from the concealer application. With my Way number 16 in with Mino. There is some kickback in the pan. I'm sorry, it's very hard to see with the metallic background. Doesn't seem too bad though, but let's see. Okay, now as you know, this palette does not have a mirror. I don't think any of her palettes do, and that's just something people I think have become accustomed to. Because of the price and how much shadow you're getting and the quality of it, they just bypass the mirror thing. But maybe, who knows, we'll start seeing mirrors soon. I love how this is blending. I think it very smooth. I'm building up the color a lot because again, we only have 3 mattes in this palette and not many options to create intensity with. Yes, we do have that very deep dark brown shade, but I found that when building my medium transition shades, it just sets up for better saturation. I'm really sorry about the noise. There is so much activity going on outside. I don't know what they're doing. They're painting the walls and they're on this crane that's like, I'm like, oh, don't you know I'm filming? Man, I could apply this shadow all day. Buttery, smooth. And as I'm building the color, it does not appear uneven or patchy at all. The intensity is increasing, but the quality is not decreasing. What are we gonna do with the metallic shades? You saw how many beautiful metallic shades we have. I'm like, wanna use everything. Also, no fallout to report. First shade down, looking good, blended well. All right, this is the shade that I'm looking forward to seeing how it performed. Using Mino with my number 6. I'm gonna start on the outer corner. Oh, okay. Starting on the lash line and then I'll work it up. Building up quite nicely, blending well. I'm taking this to the inner third of my lid as well. I think I wanna go halo today, as per usual. Very careful that I concentrate this shade just to where I want it and it doesn't get too nuts. I'm just running it across the crease. Taking my number 16 again with the warm brown shade and just cleaning up these edges. I like how this is looking so far. We're doing good. I don't see any fallout from the shade, and this was what I was concerned with just because of the depth of it, and also darker colors just seemed to be more powdery in consistency as I've experienced. We're not doing bad though, we're doing good. Start building the lower lash line with the brown shade. Take it down low. A lot of kickback from Mino. So just so you know, it's spread over the background, the frame, then the dark brown shade here. Got some cleaning up here to do, and I'm taking the beige shade with a very fluffy brush so we could clean up those edges. Now, which metallic shade are we going to use? These two are really calling my name, but I love how this looked. My then number 7 going in with Benin. Applying it dry first to see what we're dealing with. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. That is a beautiful shade. Oh my heavens. This feels awfully like it could be a Bronze Ambition dupe. Not throwing shade to Pat, but if you want that bronze experience and can't drop $65, but you could drop $21 maybe? You know, something to consider. I love how this looks. I'm dying. This shade is gorgeous. Oh, because we went bronzy on the lid, I feel we can now go more gold on the lower lash line. Don't you think? Using my pencil brush, in now with Idea. Running that right the center here, because I think it's just such a gorgeous shade. And to give it a little more light, I then use Bakwa. Just right over that first shade. Something in me that kind of wants to place something on the base of the lash line. I feel like I'm going to go with a Mino a little bit to add dimension to the shade Benin. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but oh, I think that adds just a nice extra bit of pop. You might not see the difference, but I feel on camera, or in person anyway, it makes a little bit of a difference. Definitely going in with Moremi on my pinky. That's going to the inner corner. Oh my god. Definitely going to do some wing liner. And by the way, the Clio Professional Kill Black. What does that remind you of? Waterproof brush liner. I would like to do a May favorites video. We'll see if that happens. Including this in that video because, girl, just wait. I did get a little fallout from the metallic shades, but I did pack them onto the brush. So I was expecting that to happen. I made this one a little thick, but that's okay. All right, whew. I could apply lashes, but I kind of want to try the new Milk Mascara, the Kush Mascara. Too Faced Waterproof has been my holy grail for a long time. And I saw good reviews on this, and you know, we'll see. I want to give it a shot. Apparently, the same material used to make Lamborghinis is the same material they use to create the tube. It's very heavy. You can use this as a weapon. Not sure how practical this is though, the Lamborghini and the, for a mascara tube. Does the mascara work? That's really my concern. Lamborghini tube or not. But before we make any conclusions, let's first curl our lashes. Putting on some more liner because the curler has shadow on it. Made in Italy. Excuse me. 0.3 fluid ounces. I think this retails for $23. It looks pretty thick and will provide that the luminous look. Alright, that looks good so far, but I'm definitely going in with 2 more coats. I'm going to do that. Oh no, I just made it worse. Just made it worse. This is not waterproof, but I believe it is water resistant and smudge proof. High volume, naturally lit, as cannabis oil to nourish and condition. Going in with a 3rd coat because I want a little more volume. It's hard for me to tell how much I love a mascara on the first use because I kind of need it to get a little goopy over time, and I feel that touch of goop gives me the consistency that I love. So I want to get back to you on how I feel about this mascara. Because right now, I feel it's just too fresh for me to know for sure. I want to go over with my Too Faced because I feel the Too Faced has great curl. Hold on. Let's see what the Too Faced does to help this a little bit. I think that definitely helped the curl and the length. Maybe I'm going to become a 2 mascara girl. I haven't been that in a long time. Using Dose of Colors Gold is New Black. I think the packaging changed ever since this first launched. It's like a really beautiful gold shade. I'm going to place that on my cheekbone. I mean, on the low, I actually really love the Dose of Colors highlighters. I haven't used them in a while because, as you know, I have a lot of makeup. But the gold, the more gold tone versus the champagne that I usually use, I feel matches very well with the Warrior. Applying Kush to my lower lash line, but I gotta be careful. It's a big brush. I want to get it on my skin. Using my Milani lipstick in Bahama Beige. Some Cork 2 line. Using my Bare Minerals Genude Gloss and Tantalize. Maybe I will use a little bit of the JUVIA'S blush palette. I think I'll mix the brown from this and the orange from this to just create a little warm cheek. I feel there was something on this brush. Alright, get these clips out. That is the finished look. What do we think? I mean, this is a gorgeous eye look and the shades are phenomenal. Like, we waited long enough, Alicia. Let's see that comparison with Pat. This shade, I feel, matches this shade. Okay. Guilt Trip from Pat. Bakwa from Juvia. This is more gold, this is more yellow, but they look nice and creamy. I mean, and the shine on them is incredible. Correction, this is Gold Rush, this is Bakwa, I think. Throwing Shade from Pat. Kano from Juvia. Kano definitely looks more brown and Throwing Shade just takes on a more reddish hue. Definitely copperized with the homie. Pat. Juvia. Pat is definitely more of a copper. It definitely has more of a reddish tone to the copper shade. This looks to be a lot more orange. This is Bronze Struck from Pat, and I feel that will better. It could be between Amina and Benin. I think I'm going to go with Benin. Bronze Struck from Pat. Benin from Juvia. Interesting, this takes more of a true bronze shade, whereas Benin, although very beautiful, it has a touch more brown in there. Now Guilt Trip from Pat. Moremi from Juvia. Pat. Juvia. These are probably the most similar. I think Pat just has a touch, is a touch warmer. A little more gold, a little more champagne from Juvia. That's what I have on the inner corner. It definitely is a lighter tone than Pat's. As identical, more identical than any other of the comparisons I think we've made thus far. Lastly, we have Illicit from Pat. Mino from Juvia. Oh, we're going on the tricep. Pat. Juvia. Oh, Juvia looks more brown. It looks a little more brown. Pat, I mean, the brown is so deep, it almost looks purple. Despite the fact that the shades are not all identical to each other, I think this is a great dupe for Bronze Ambition. I know that it doesn't have the coppery shade like Pat, because Pat, you know, she hits the copper, she hits the gold, the champagne, the bronze. I mean, I can do one eye and then the other. I do feel though you get the same feel and you get the same look-ish, because it's bronze, browns, golds, coppers. When it all blends together, in the end, I feel I would have a hard time deciding if it's Pat or not. Maybe I don't have a great eye, but if you want these shades and you want to create an eye look using these beautiful warm shades with the golds and the bronze, then consider getting the Warrior from JUVIA'S. Of course, when it's back in stock. Sorry, that was mean. As far as the Warrior from JUVIA'S, if you don't have a neutral palette, but you want your neutrals to just have a little more punch to them, I mean, the metallics from this palette are outstanding. The creaminess of it, how they apply, the mattes, I loved how they blended. It's, you know, I don't know. I love makeup. You know I love makeup and I would buy it anyway. I have these shades. I mean, clearly I have them from Pat and other places, I'm sure. I was really curious to see how these shades will perform from Juvia, how they compare with Pat's. And again, you know Juvia is known for her colors, and for her to release a very neutral palette like this, I think that's why the people needed to get their hands on it as fast as possible. You can do this without the darker shade or even the wing liner and just go in with the warm brown shade and do like a simple gold eye, maybe more bronzy, maybe more champagne-y. The color scheme is gorgeous. I'm very happy to have purchased it. It's fun doing comparison swatches because you know we like those. In terms of dupe, this for sure is a dupe for Miss Pat's Bronze Ambition. For sure. If you want to get technical about it, yes, they're not exactly the same, but they're the same enough. Let me know if you picked the Warrior Up or any other Juvia's Place palettes that you particularly love. Let me know if you need to see any other comparison vids. I'll be more than happy to do them. You know I love to do them. And that, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video helped. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here again with another review, tutorial, get ready with me, or chit chat. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.